Good morning and welcome to week 12. I'm starting this week on our assignment page so you can see how close you are to the finishing line. We've got this week, and then we have next week your philosophy of teaching ELLs due. The following week we will have a chat, and then finally you have your language activity implementation and analysis due. So we are very close to the end of the semester, and I want to congratulate those of you who turned in your philosophy of teaching ELLs early. That is something you will not have to worry about over Thanksgiving. There's still a little time for the rest of you to try to get that done quickly, or if you choose to use your Thanksgiving weekend to work on that, I guess that's your prerogative. At any rate, here we are. And week 12 is not a difficult week, but I've added some new materials for you, and I hope that you will take the time to look at them. So if we click here on week 12, you have a short 9-minute or so video on watching and learning in the ESL classroom. And it is very, very enjoyable and heartwarming to take a peek into this teacher's classroom. It may be very much like your own, or it may be different, but I think it will be worth your time. I then have given you 3 different websites to visit. The first one is one of my favorite sites and takes you outside of Blackboard to Color in Colorado. And on this website, you have a number of strategies for English language learners. So the strategies are listed, and then you have a wonderful chart which shows you which skills are particularly important at which different stages. It goes on to give additional strategies and additional steps that you perhaps should use with an ELL, with a nice little chart that maybe you could reproduce for your students who are at this level, and they can be checking off what they are doing. And then some examples for advanced ELLs and working with them. Additional ideas for building comprehension and questions to ask. So I think that's an excellent resource and one that you should definitely spend some time with. The next one is also on strategies, and this one, however, comes from Reading Rockets. And again, while maybe not specific to ELLs, these are good strategies for anyone. And you'll see that some of these cross over to what we were just looking at. But here they talk about how to monitor comprehension, the importance of metacognition, the use of different kinds of organizers, which we've discussed before, but I like this particularly because it gives you samples, PDF files, of a Venn diagram, a storyboard, a story map using cause and effect, and then a resource for more free graphic organizers. Some other strategies of answering questions, generating questions, summarizing. And again, these are valuable, good for any student who is reading and needing to comprehend what they read, ESLs and your regular students alike. One more click back for our last resource, and this is a simple one, but I thought simple is sometimes really good, and I believe this one is. And this takes us to a site called The Busy Teacher. And all we have are 3 simple strategies for aiding reading comprehension in ESL students. And the first one is stop and think. And it gives you some examples of how to use this, sharing your ideas, sharing with the class. So see if these are useful for you and if this is a worthwhile site. So one more time, we are near the end. Make sure you are still posting to the discussion board. I am grading that weekly. Make sure that you will have ready your philosophy of teaching ELLs. You might want to take a look at the rubric before you submit that so you know that you are on target. Put our chat on your calendar for the 4th of December, and then I can answer any questions that you may have on your final assignment, which is the language activity implementation and analysis, which is due the following week. Please know I need that assignment on time. There can be no extensions and certainly no incompletes. Remember that this assignment is going to be posted not only in Blackboard, but to your task stream as well. Let me know if you have questions, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.